Hello, my friends. How's everybody doing today? I know I promised that I would redo my room, and I kind of did, and I didn't like it, and I kind of switched it back to where it was. So, it is where it originally started. Um, I've got too much stuff. I've got to get rid of some stuff, and too many things in here. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway, I tried to rearrange it. It was just a bigger mess than what I started with, so I just put it back the way it was, and I don't have my curtain up because, like I said, it was getting in the way. I actually need to scoot the desk this way, so maybe it makes sense. I don't know. I'm one of those women that nothing makes me happy. Nothing. You could give me $1 million, and the first thing I'd worry about is where I start spending it first. Where would I go first? I would go get me a house. A bigger house. No, I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. No, I am that kind of person though. It can't make me happy. I know guys are like, nothing you do makes her happy. And when they say that, I laugh because I'm that woman. No wonder my husband's so angry with me after that. Sorry, guys. So welcome to January the 3rd. We are on the 3rd day of the year. How is the new year doing you so far? Do you see my Queen Elizabeth up there with Paddington? I've had it. I just haven't had it on the wall because you saw the curtain. January the 3rd states, be ruthless to the things that don't matter. What does that mean? How many have laid waste to your life when you weren't aware of what you were losing? How much was wasted in pointless grief, foolish joy, greedy desire, and social amusements? How little of your own time was left to you? You will realize you were dying before your time. And that was from Seneca. And he says, on the brevity of life, 3.3b, I don't know what that means. I guess it's in that book that you will find it. One of the hardest things to do in life is to say no to invitations, to requests, to obligations, to the stuff that everyone else is doing. Even harder is saying no to certain time-consuming emotions, anger, excitement, distraction, obsession, lust. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. None of these impulses feels like a big deal by itself, but run amok. They become a commitment like anything else. If you're not careful, these are precisely the impositions that will overwhelm and consume your life. Do you ever wonder how you can get some of your time back? How you can feel less busy? Start by learning the power of a no. As in, no thank you, no I'm not going to get caught up in that, and no I just can't right now. It may hurt some feelings, it may turn people off. It may take some hard work, but the more you say no to the things that don't matter, the more you can say yes to the things that do. This will let you live and enjoy your life, the life you really want. So I am a big problem when it comes to people asking me to do things. I always want to prove myself and make sure that I am trustworthy. And the thing with that is to prove that I can was one thing my mom would tell me, because of you have to go back and listen to my birth story. I don't know what episode it is. I'll look it up for you or whatever. My birth story, and she would tell me, no, I can't do this, and no, I can't do that. And then I would have this big problem with having to prove to her that I could. So saying no, in my mind, was saying I couldn't do it. So I have a big problem with saying no to just about anybody. Because I want to show you I can do it. It's not always a good thing. Not always good. Once you show people that you can do it, even though they were like, no, you can't. Once you show them that you can, I mean, they can take advantage, and that's where I have been most of my life. I've told people yeah, I can do it, and I've proven that I can do it, so everybody else is. I don't like to show people how smart I can be. And it's not that I feel like I'm infinitely smart, it's just I can be very smart. I can be smarter than I need to be sometimes. I can be wise, and I don't even realize I'm doing it, but I don't like to show people that because they want to use that and take advantage of that. I'm not saying any of you have. I'm just saying that in general, and the people that have been around, they have taken advantage of it and have been like, hey, I actually had one woman, I was hanging around a group of people, and one of the mothers was like, hey, you're going to help me take a class, and I can't do math, and you're going to do it. And I was like, no. And it ended up, I was doing these classes, but I just put whatever answer down. And she was failing it because I was like, I'm not doing what makes her think. If she was going to do the class, why couldn't she? She had to learn. It wasn't me doing the class, so I was kind of evil in that way. It's all right. She'll live. Yeah. So we've got to where our feelings we have to have control of our feelings. I have to look through this. We have to be in control of what we feel. Our mind controls us. That was day number 1. I'm not always going to go through everything. I just want to make sure that you're reminded of what's happening. Education is freedom. You have to educate yourself. You have to know where you are and where your mind is before you attempt to self-medicate, or before you try to. You have to know. You have to know where these feelings are coming from. And that's a painful process. That is really a painful process. To know that this happened, or this happened, or this happened. And reliving it is the worst. Trust me, I know. But you have to be aware of where these feelings are coming from so you can resolve that issue. I mean, you're not going to resolve it with anybody, especially if they've passed away or if they're just too old to remember. You're not going to be able to do that with anyone else but yourself. You're going to have to resolve it with you. And today we're like, be ruthless with the things that don't matter. If it's a friend wants you to do something and it's just not, I don't want to say if it's not going to benefit you, but if it's something you want to do, maybe a friend is sick or whatever, maybe a friend wants you to go pay a bill, maybe a friend wants you to go do this or do that, but make sure that you're doing it for a good reason. And you have that time that it's not going to stress you out. It's not going to take away from you or your family. Taking away from your cup to give to somebody else's cup is kind of really ridiculous. You can't do that. You have to look out for you. And my brother said that when we were young. I was like, how can you not think of other people? And he was like, you have to take care of number 1. And I thought he was a loon. I was like, how can you say that? How can you just be so selfish as to take care of you? And now I get what he's saying. He was right. You have to take care of number 1. Because if I don't have that time and I'm going to try to squeeze it in my day to do something for somebody else, it's not going to make any sense. And I feel bad for the way I treated him afterwards. Like, I don't like you. But my brother was right. He was so right. You really have to take care of yourself. You're not going to be able to give to anybody else. I'm sorry for the mess back here. It's not the best I can do. Again, once I scoot this desk back and wipe everything down and maybe get rid of some stuff, and who knows. I do have behind me, I have a light on behind me. You have to forgive me. Thinking that it was going to but I do have my shelf right there. So I have just all kinds of stuff. Just stuff I need to get rid of. Stuff I need to get rid of. But yes, I had to highlight my Miss Elizabeth up there. My Queen Elizabeth. I miss her voice. I miss when she was ruling. I do. I'm American. I am from the South. I've never been to England. I want to go to England. But I love their culture. I love their richness. I love their history. I really do. Do I think we as an American should have a monarch? No. Do I think they should get rid of their monarch? No. That's been there for thousands and thousands of years. Why get rid of it now? Because it's not satisfying the people? Because it's not... I mean, I don't know. I don't know the politics over there, so I really can't answer that. But I don't think it needs to go away. I think William needs to at least let William serve his term. I don't know. I'm not over there, but I do love the fact that everything is based around the monarchy there. I think it's awesome. I just think it's awesome. And we have really ridiculous presidents. I'm not saying a word. Not saying a word. We've had some really ridiculous presidents and some really goof ups as far as presidency is concerned. So that's that for me. I think I'm tired. We've had an exciting week. I'll say exciting. I won't use another term for it. Exhausting. We're still doing the bathroom. I'm trying to get this office done. I'm really tired. If you could tell by my voice, that's lovely. But I'm good. I'm tired. I get to see my youngest daughter. She's coming Monday for some type of orientation for her job. She's going to work at home, which is so much better for her and her freckles. I'm so excited for her to be able to work at home and not worry about having to go out and be without her child or leave her child. Like, he would have to sit on the bus. The bus would sit there at his house until somebody came, and it would be 20-30 minutes. So that would put everybody else late for work, late for home. And I'm sure the kids didn't enjoy having to sit there. Of course, it was free time. I'm sure they got to be able to talk and whisper and things like that. I don't know. I know I wouldn't enjoy having to sit and wait for somebody's parent to get home if I was ready to go. Look, just let him out the door. But I guess they do it for the safety. I guess they do it for not being sued. But she was just like, he can go in the house. He's fine. He's very mature for his age. Can you believe that? Freckles, you've seen him, he's just double digits. That's all I can say. He's not as, it's hard to think of him as a child because he's so grown in his thoughts. He's very, very intelligent, and I'm so proud of him. And I love him to pieces. I miss him. I hope you're enjoying yourself, Freckles, wherever you are. Sometimes he watches my videos over and over. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't have time for me. And that's cool because, that kind of denotes that he's a normal child. But yeah, I do hope y'all have a good day. I hope that today's message hit you. If you don't feel like doing somebody else's bidding, don't. Especially if you don't have the time. Make sure you tell them, look, I'm sorry, but I'm strapped for time myself. So what do you want me to do? Wind the clock back? Don't do what you don't think is necessary. Don't pick up odd jobs that you can't fulfill. I'm so guilty of that. I can't tell you how to do it. Again, I have this bad habit of trying to prove myself to everybody because of my childhood. Again, look at that video if you can. Why did I say something about disabilities? And I think if you look that up, you will understand. I have a hard time not proving to somebody I can do it. My mom would tell me, and I think I put this in that video too, that I have a watcher. I love when she comments on my videos, but she was like, no wonder you're such a strong person. I think it is what she said on that video. But my mom would tell me, you can't climb trees. She didn't say that it wasn't wise for me to climb trees, or she wouldn't say that it was dangerous. if I climbed a tree, that I may not be able to get out of it. She didn't tell me the dangers I was facing. She was telling me I could not. And that was not something you said to me. Don't tell me I can't, because I'm going to show you I can't. So every time I ever went outside, she caught me up in a tree. I would get in trouble. I would get in so much trouble. I'm like, but you told me I can't. You didn't say it was dangerous. You need to watch how you word things to people. Watch how you say things to people. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, that kind of thing. That kind of thing, people. I hope y'all are enjoying your day. I'm still trying to, as I'm sitting here, I'm still trying to work out things. But I'm going to stop for now. And I hope that y'all have have a wonderful rest of your day. Find that great big belly laugh. I'm sorry about the mess, but this is my makeup table and my computer area. I like to combine them so that I can sit and back up and do my makeup, and it just makes more sense instead of getting up here and going somewhere else to do my makeup. It just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope you find a great big belly laugh. Find someone that you appreciate. Let them know how much you appreciate them. It will make you feel better. It will make them feel better. It will make them let them know that they are appreciated, and they will probably do a better job knowing that somebody is thrilled with them. My dogs haven't invaded my room. I have 3 of them. I have Jake, Abby, and Oatmeal. And Oatmeal is my personal dog. I didn't want a personal dog, but she's here. Y'all have a nice day, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.